Look at how perfect my hair is. Seriously, I look like fucking Aladdin. It's perfect. Amazing, huh? Yeah, that's what you would think until you look at it closer. Under real life conditions. For example, if I go and look at my self-profile, I've got a massive brain. Look, that's not in question, but it's not proportionate. I want my hair to hug my head, and this is already kind of gelled down a bit. Now, there's an option to cut it short, but if I do, then a hairpiece won't look nice on it, right? Then I could gel it down even more, maybe. Because it's kind of buffy, right? It's getting pretty long. Underneath it's not. And how about this hairline? You reckon it looks good? Look again. You still think the hairline looks good? How often do you think you're in a situation where your head is lit like this? I'd say most places that have indoor lighting at nighttime light you like this, as does the harsh sun, creating a big shadow right across there. I've got to say, that is unacceptable. If you don't think people would notice, see if you can catch them staring. They would. It's not good. So, you gotta fix it. That's bad, right? Go back to turning the lights on. And it mostly goes away, right? The problem is, I've got tape along the front, and it raises everything up and creates quite a big shadow. So I intend to take that tape off and replace it with glue. Because like I say, I mean, you look at it under the right lighting conditions and it looks perfect, but in reality, you're not looking in the mirror under every lighting condition. You're not walking around like this, right? Unless you are. It would probably be worth it. No, it wouldn't be worth it. It would not be worth it. You'd better off be bald than... You know, I'm so used to looking at the little black dot, even though it's bloody invisible on this phone. I still try to find it right in there somewhere. I wouldn't look at my own face. Even when I look in the mirror, I'd be still looking down the barrel, then I'd play it back. So I kept eye contact properly. I'm missing out on real life, I think. What do you think of the colour discrepancy between this and this? This isn't even my natural coloured hair, that's dyed. My other question from the other day was, do I let this all grow back and just do a front partial again, like before? Or do I just keep doing what I'm doing and pave over the whole lot? Whole full topper. It does cover over all potential baldness. What you don't want to do is have glue along the front hairline because it creates a lump all the way along, and you know, tape has to be sort of layered on top of each other and it just becomes lumpier and lumpier. Then again, glue can be pretty lumpy. You see, I sweat all the time, so it lifts, and then when the sweat reabsorbs back into my skin or evaporates or whatever the hell happens to it, I have a second chance to push it back down and stick it back on a bit. As we know, glue doesn't stick as well the second time. The problem, as I'm sure you know, is that I've got hyperhidrosis. I sweat like a rapist at a Wiggles concert. Could have made that worse. I'll dampen it by saying it's like trying to stick a hairpiece to your mother's vagina. It's just wet constantly, and I can't get any hold because it's just, even if it's a magically dry day for me, it's going to start becoming moist as soon as there's even the slightest bit of warmth in the room. Even when everyone's freezing cold, I'm sweating, so it's hard. I can even see a lump here where there's overlapping tape. I'm using this tape now, not this tape, and I'm hoping that this will peel off, whereas this did not, without a heater and a lot of effort. And when I take this off while it's on my head, which is what I'm about to do, if not, I could probably take the whole thing off. I just can't be bothered. It would be kind of easier though. No, I'm just going to leave it on my head and see if I can do it. God, look at all the missing hairs. I've fucking balded myself. See, this is regrowth. This is... Fuck it, I'll take the whole thing off. Weak. I just put it back on again today. But it's not like I reapplied the tape, I just... That's what's made my lips... I've realised I've got this habit of going... I fucking hate it. It's like that photo thing I was showing you. It's a bad habit, I've got to stop it. It's like having a bad accent or a lisp or something, and I've got to really train myself to not pout. It's basically, pouting comes from years of pain of ripping hair pieces off my head. Let's see if this tape comes off as easily as I hope. Right, so that's regrowth. I don't know how long that's been. It's a while, right? That's clearly fucking bald. And that area in there, that's about as coloured in as it's going to get. So if I ever decide to just go with it, shave my head and just have it this length or whatever, that's what I'd be left with at the front, that thinned out tuft. Do I think that I've ruined that and made myself more bald over the years by doing all this shit? Yeah, probably. Waxing, ripping hairs out constantly. Probably not letting it get sunshine or air. I don't know. It was going to be unsightly no matter what. I was in denial for a long time as it crept up. But eventually I had to face the facts. I had to go bald or wear a hairpiece. I wore the curtains for a long time, and then I realised every photo looked like a weird bald comb over shit. It's doable. I mean, it's kind of doable, isn't it? I have to brush my hair to the side, like that little tuft there. What do you think? And I've been told I can't wear contact lenses. They won't work with astigmatism because my astigmatism is too slight, even though my right eye started becoming really bad. I just bought a new 2 pairs of glasses today. It's about $1,600. So that'll take a few weeks. Luckily I was able to use Afterpay and, claim on insurance and some things. So I know my out-of-pocket expenses are probably like $1,200. That was on sale with 50% off. So the glasses I'll have will be with like $3,000. Fucking crazy money. And I had eye tests and stuff done. And got to learn a bit more about eyes from the lady, the optometrist, who was doing the testing. What do you think? Is that even an option? Should I just cut it? Because I think profile wise. Having this Ace Ventura back of the head thing is not great when it conforms to the head. It looks, I don't know, more sporty or something. I could gel it down or have my hair straightened or something, but I know from experience it's really not kind of worth it compared to cutting your hair shorter. And I also know that when you dye your hair, the chemicals in the dye relax the hair anyway. And I will be dyeing these greys. Alright, let's see if I can do this in mid-air for you. Can I peel that off? Ugh, don't want to touch it, it's gross. Alright, let's try this. Can't see. If you were to shave your head, right? If you are really balding, is it an option to just go short like this? What is that length? About 1/4 inch? That length there? 1/2 inch? Is that an option? Is that a viable hairstyle? Like if I cut it all that length? I don't know. Instead of shaping it so that it's shiny. Because I don't like the look of that on me. Alright, here we go. Oh, I've already torn it. If I have any touch-ups, I'll get under there with another lipstick applicator. In order to prevent the constant plucking of these hairs, I might shave that out, because no matter what, I'm going to either wear a front partial, which would conform the back to my head and allow me to have shorter haircuts, and just, but then I've got that lump, haven't I? But either way, it's either going to be a full topper or it's going to be a front partial. Don't know that going for the Phil Collins porn star hairstyle is really on the cards, but it might be. And now there are only 2 options. Well, there are still 3, aren't there? Seriously, full-on baldness just all the way across. But why would you choose that when you can have a full head of hair? Ease of use. The biggest risk when applying glue rather than simply tape is the dribblage around the edges. And you saw the mess that the hair is being ripped out and everything, because I didn't prepare it properly on a mannequin head. I just wanted to try to do it in mid-air and everything. You can see there's a blob of glue just there as well. It'll create a bit of a lump, a lot of a lump. I'm going to remove that. Okay, so the plan is make that shadow go away. Have you seen Schmigadoon with Keegan and Michael Key? Anything that Key or Peel are in or direct. I have to see it. It's all awesome. I love those guys. I mean, they have independent careers now, but yeah, their skits are awesome. I don't know where they came from. They just instantly, the moment I saw them for the first time, had massive amounts of financial backing. Like, there must have been just 2 people on a comedy series or something, and they just grew from there, maybe? I don't know what their history is. But yeah, Key and Peele was a popular show, but I found out about it probably 10 years after it finished. But they're getting more famous on their own trajectories nowadays. Feels better too, more secure. Right. Unfortunately, because the knots, the roots are not bleached properly, like you can see straight lines all the way across. Even though I did cut off the excess base, you still got those straight lines everywhere. And here it looks like there's some glue in the hair as well. Or maybe not. Just really flat. 0.03mm poly can be really flat and conform with the head without any shadows if you use glue. We're going to have to go and test that under that harsh downlighting. Yeah, see, I did get glue in the hair here. I hope it's just soap, because I did spray a bit of soap in my hair accidentally. Oh, these hairs were already like that, weren't they? Before I started. Oh, fuck. But there is a chance that there was some glue that dribbled out into all of this mess. I want to try to debuffify that. The time when it's not buffy is when it's wet. Doesn't my profile look better when it's not blasting out the back? Like Kevin from the Wonder Years. Not that I didn't want to be Kevin. Just he had big hair. He made it okay. He made it seem more okay for me, because my other role model was Ronald McDonald. Let's go and have a look at the shadow. I think you'll agree that with this lighting right now, which is lighting up my face, you can't really see the hairline. I got glue in my hair here, unfortunately. Let's go with the harsh down ceiling light. How much better is that? It's totally conforming to my head. So, what was that? It's got a big chunk of glue I dropped in there. You've got to do it more carefully than I did. I'm so lazy when it comes to that whole thing. Zoom in here. You can't see it, right? Can't see any shadow, but you can see some shine there. I don't know. The moral of the story is don't use tape at the front hairline, otherwise there'll be a shadow. The shadow is your enemy. Here ends the lesson.